Now, the electric Mercedes-Benz CLA has just been unveiled in India, and we have with us Mr. Santosh Iyer, who is the MD and CEO of Mercedes-Benz India, to tell us a little bit more about the car. Hello, sir. Thank you
Firstly,
for joining us.
thanks to you for joining us as well.
Yeah. So, first of all, let's rewind the years. The CLA of old was a very important car for India. It brought many customers into the Mercedes fold.
Exactly.
And then there was a hiatus in between. Now the CLA is back. What was that one real metric or that one real thing that made Mercedes-Benz India decide to bring the CLA back to India?
So firstly, we are celebrating 140 years of innovation this year. It's a special year and globally as well. And Mercedes-Benz globally is on its biggest ever product offensive. 40 odd product fireworks coming in, and CLA is the first one in that even globally. So it was very logical for us to bring the latest tech, the latest state-of-the-art car from our stable, also as a proof point to show how the next 140 will be. We invented the car, we continue to reinvent, and I think CLA is a clear proof point. It's not an S-Class for sure. We debuted that new S-Class also on 29th of Jan this year. On celebrating the anniversary. But even in a car like a CLA, which is on one side, it's always iconic design. Even if you look at a CLA, 8-year-old CLA on a road today, it doesn't look aged. Similarly, the design is iconic, but on the other side, if you look at the kind of tech that we have put in, and we have redefined electric vehicles with the CLA. So I think it was a no-brainer for us to get this car into India. We also cleaned up the space. The A-Class, the EQA, the EQB all makes its way for the new CLA coming here.
So during the presentation, you told us a lot about the software that has gone into making the CLA, how many computers are there on board. So the CLA is very heavy on software. Can you tell us how that software has actually shaped the driving experience of the car?
Yeah, so I think for us, the CLA is a very special car defining the next generation of cars coming from our portfolio. So first of all, to run a very good software, you need a hardware platform. So we went with the best NVIDIA, the Orion chips inside clearly with, we have 4 supercomputers inside, you can say, to do a lot of processing, first of all. Because the software today, what we have developed, our own proprietary MB .os, the MB operating system, has to run on a very efficient hardware. On the software, there are a couple of areas that we are focusing. To start with is the ADAS systems, because it needs to able to ensure a better safety on the car. Also on charging, the software helps the charging to be recalculated in terms of routes, where you want to drive, at what charge the car should be at the time of charging or when you reach the final destination. It also prepares the car before you reach the charging station for fast charging as such. So again, another aid. The third is more to do with using tools like ChatGPT. You can actually try to find your favorite restaurant, or you can do a reservation, or you can, the car helps you to plan your date, for example. So I think a lot of use cases, and today's Gen Z anyways, their companion is a bot in most of the time. And they want to continue that in the car as well. So the car can really help them to also, instantly recognizing. So based on who is driving the car will set the aircon, seat, temperatures, music. Based on the preferences, so the car is able to recognize you as its companion and do so. A lot of things that the software is able to intuitively plan, and using AI in the backend, we have done a lot of collaborations with ChatGPT, Google, Gemini. The navigation, for example, this is the first car to debut the Google Cloud navigation powered by AI in the car itself. So a lot of firsts, and I think the operating system gives that real USP for customers to remain within our ecosystem. With cars becoming software defined, performance, that's one area to differentiate. The styling and the feel of a Mercedes-Benz, that's why we call it welcome home. A Mercedes-Benz should give a feeling of coming back home whenever you get into the car. And the third is the software. Today, consumers don't change one ecosystem to the other because they are so used to it. You use your phones and others. That's what we want to do it in a car. The software will be the core defining feature why people will remain with Mercedes-Benz forever.
Yeah. So the CLA is here in its electric avatar right now, and it's obviously coming through the CBU route.
Yes.
So we also know there is a petrol CLA out there globally. Any plans of bringing that in?
So let me clarify. First of all, this is an electric architecture. A heart, soul is electric. We have done combustion engine gasoline versions because the world is still moving in different directions in different parts of the world. So there are options. But I think we are fully betting on electric on the CLA. Second, you mentioned CBU, yes. But when you look at pricing, it will be even lower than a CKD, because if you just Google the price of this car, a CLA 250 in Germany, you will find it 60,000 euros. Translating into India will be 62, 63 lakhs. You add the duty, you add everything else, the GST of 5%, it should be close to 70 lakhs or 72. We will price this car below 60 in India, somewhere in the region of 58 to 60 based on the exchange rate prevailing in April when we launch the car. So I think we have to price the car based on what the customer needs. So irrespective, CBU, CKD, local production, it's all business model discussions, but the pricing will be based on what the customer, and we want to really make an impact among the Gen Z, because this is their car for the future of mobility, and we want them to enter into the brand with this car.
So talking about the fact that this is a CBU, any changes that have been made to the car to make it India ready?
A lot. First of all, we are thankful for MBRDI being here. Right from ground up, when you talk about ADAS, a lot of driving happened in India in different cars. All this data is being fed when we were developing the ADAS. But more importantly, it's a sedan. Roads in India are sometimes not forgiving as such. So we have increased the ground clearance. We have changed the suspension setting more so for India. So just a couple of examples to see how we are trying to see. And so CBU doesn't mean it's not India specific.
Okay. So on to the fun questions now.
Yes, please.
First of all, tell me, which is your favorite color of the new CLA?
Again, another first. For the first time, a manufacturer paint option, which is generally available in cars worth 2 to 3 crores plus, is being given in a CLA. That again, we love the car. We just want it. So the Patagonia Red, which you see is a manufacturer paint option. Love it, in terms of the color. But can I drive this for the next 10 years? Maybe with a CLA, yes. But in other cars, I won't prefer a red, to be honest.
Okay. So it's a gorgeous looking car, by the way. Which angle do you find of it to be the best?
Actually, for me, the car, even the rear fascinates because it also has a very unique, distinctive styling when you look at the rear. But the 3/4 angle, when I look at this, it has the right proportion. Also, the size, it's almost a C-class size.
Your best feature in the CLA?
Well, I love I would say all the ChatGPTs and many other functions, the gaming, etc. But today, in the morning I had some time and I started driving this car. Frankly, for me, the best is the driving of the car itself. I love to drive. I drove around Nandi Hills today. I had driven this car in Germany, but that was on a test track. And in test track, cars you can make out, but cars feel good. But on a public road today, for the first time, I was blown away by the driving itself. So I would love to drive this car, to be honest.
On that note, so you like driving this car. If you could right now take this to any road in the country and you would want to drive it there, which would be that one road you'd want to drive the CLA on?
I'm basically from Kerala. I love South. I always love to go back to my home. So surely I can take this car. The roads from Bangalore to Thrissur, my hometown, are fantastic also. So I would love to take this car for a spin and go to my hometown.
All right. Thank you so much for talking to us, sir.
Thanks for joining again.
Fun.
And I'm sure you will love driving this car as much as you love chatting with the car.
So that was Mr. Santosh Iyer talking to us about the new CLA, which has just been unveiled. Thank you so much for being with us. Do you have any questions? Drop them in the comments box below. Thank you so much for watching.